So Castform has a pretty interesting basis. It has pretty interesting origin in that it's based on those little dolls, those Japanese dolls that are used to like predict or to bring good weather. And it's also kind of based on a cloud, and it's also kind of based on water molecule. So that's quite a bit to put into a design. And the problem is that when they put all that together, they came up with just this. It could have been so much better, and they obviously didn't see it as a floating head with breasts, but it is there, so I think it's something that we can try to get rid of. Castform should probably have a base shape instead of giving Castform some body parts that it loses. That instead we can come up with what Castform actually looks like, and then its forms would be kind of built around that. So some things might be obscured, or maybe even they could change shapes a little bit, but mostly that those parts that are there to begin with are always there. Here's my basic idea for what that base Castform could look like. Because of the dolls that it's supposed to be based on, they're basically like things of fabric wrapped around some sort of ball, so they have kind of this shape. I think that it should have a bit of a tail. Castform has this kind of face mask thing, and I like that, but I think I want it to be more than just a pattern on its face. I want it to be actually wearing goggles. All right, let me come up with a better tail here, because it's kind of bothering me now that this tail looks too much like Wimpod. Try a feather tail at the end, like at the end of an arrow, and then an arrow-shaped head on top of the head. It'll be a reference to the arrow on a weather vane. I don't know about putting an actual arrow on it, but an arrow motif, so like a weather vane kind of motif, I do like that. The like standard, the cloudy form wouldn't just be that. It would be that encased in clouds. It makes it look more cloudy, but it still has that reference to the doll because it has that tail, and it still has a reference to the water molecule because it has the big head and the two small parts attached to it. But it's much more cloudy, so it goes away from that floating head with breasts look. There's our cloudy Castform. Oh, all right. Let's see what Zaya's idea was. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. I like that. I actually really like that. I would do it a little bit differently, but yeah, I do like that. The tail could just be pointing down, but it could be yellow so that it looks like lightning. There you go. There's rain Castform. And now we have the challenge of coming up with a sunny and a snowy one that is to the same degree as that. Yeah, so for this one, I'm definitely going to put the arms in front, in the middle. I want it to be like a super happy one because it's sunny. As much as I love hexagonal symmetry, I'd go for an 4 or 8-way symmetry when trying to represent the sun. Sure, we could save the 6-point symmetry for like an ice crystal on the snowy one. So there we go. That's Sunny Castform. All right, there we go. Let's put all of them on screen at the same time here. I'm really happy with these. I think that they are successfully Castform, but they also have a lot of personality. So that is it for today. I'm going to give a huge shout out to my friend Zyafirix, who gave some really good ideas for all 3 of the different weather forms. So I'll actually put a link to his Twitter in the description of this video. I want to thank everyone who watched the stream and who contributed with ideas and with just feedback throughout the whole process. Thank you so much. It's super helpful. So the options for the next redesign are Dusclops, Registeel, and the Beldum family. Now I don't know for sure if I'm going to do all 3 of the Beldum family, or if I'm only going to do Metagross, because it is, I think, the worst offender in that case. So yeah, Dusclops, Registeel, and let's just say Metagross. That way I won't disappoint anyone if I only redesign one of them in the end. Make sure to vote for which one you would like to see redesigned next. The poll is on Twitter and the link is in the description. So thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this Castform redesign and if you would have done anything differently, and what you would do for a Sandstorm Castform, and if you believe Sandstorm Castform should exist. Leave that in the comments, and make sure to leave a like if you enjoy this video. I'm Umbreon Libris, and I'll see you in the next chapter.